Rihanna recently gave birth to her third child, but she's already back in the headlines. This time for allegedly revealing why she and Beyoncé never collaborated, despite both being closely tied to Jay-Z. According to claims now surfacing, their falling out traces back to personal experiences Rihanna had early in her career. When Rihanna was just 17, she reportedly faced inappropriate advances from Jay-Z, including an incident where he locked her in his office until she signed a contract.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal signed or through this window.
At the time, she looked up to Beyoncé and thought she could trust her. But instead of support, she allegedly discovered that Beyoncé was complicit in protecting Jay-Z and involved in questionable behavior with Diddy, including so-called freak-off parties. Reports also suggest that Beyoncé once allowed Diddy to humiliate members of his show, Making the Band. Freddie P., a former cast member, revealed that their infamous 4-hour cheesecake walk wasn't Diddy's idea, it was Beyoncé's request.
That cheesecake we went and got was for Beyoncé. She was upstairs the whole time.
She supposedly asked Diddy for cheesecake, and rather than sending someone from her team, he made Freddie and others walk across New York.
You know where to get the cheesecake spot is at? Downtown. Yeah, and y'all can walk from here.
When they returned, Diddy reportedly said the cake was for Beyoncé, and she accepted it without concern for what they'd endured. More troubling allegations surfaced during an interview where DaBaby recalled being invited to a private gathering at Diddy's house in early 2020. Most guests were asked to leave, but DaBaby remained along with about 15 others, among them Jay-Z and Beyoncé. He says Beyoncé personally introduced herself to him, a gesture he found surprising.
And she came over and introduced herself to me like as if she had to. Right. Beyoncé, cut it out. But I'm a big fan of your work, you know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop.
Jaguar Wright later claimed this was another example of a freak-off situation and alleged Beyoncé was attempting to seduce DaBaby. Further speculation points to Rihanna being pressured to participate in such gatherings. When she refused, it's alleged that retaliation followed. Her 2016 album Anti was leaked on Tidal, owned by Jay-Z and Beyoncé, forcing an early release. Meanwhile, Beyoncé's Lemonade received full promotional backing and sold over 650,000 copies its first week, compared to Rihanna's 124,000. They were seen avoiding each other at a Tidal press event, which only fueled rumors of deep tension between them. Rihanna and Beyoncé's relationship once seemed positive. Rihanna even called Beyoncé her biggest inspiration and spoke fondly of their early encounters.
My influences are Beyoncé, Mariah Carey.
But over time, that admiration faded. Some link the shift to Beyoncé's 2013 track Bow Down, which critics saw as hypocritical, preaching female empowerment while demanding submission. Rihanna responded with a tweet suggesting dominance, posting a headline naming her Queen of Pop and writing, "I only know how to be number one. I could use a challenge. How'd it feel down there on your knees?" The fallout deepened when Rihanna's former publicist admitted to starting a rumor about her and Jay-Z to boost her early career, though many didn't believe the claim was entirely false, especially after Rihanna's story of being isolated in Jay-Z's office surfaced. As these layers unfold, people are beginning to connect the dots. Some believe Rihanna walked away from the music industry not just for business reasons, but to distance herself from the toxic dynamics she experienced. With the success of Fenty, she hasn't had to return to that space. Whether Rihanna will take the stand or speak further on these matters remains to be seen. But for many, the silence between her and Beyoncé says more than any collaboration ever could.